It's already past my bedtime.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Well, we're about to be the hottest podcast in Hammond, Indiana. We're serving hot, fresh dollops of sports takes and whatever the fuck. But, Jeremy, thank you so much for doing this. I tried to do this with you for weeks, but you've been busy. So, I see you wearing that Marion shirt. I tried to get you to wear a suit, and I guess repping your home field is just good enough.
I didn't get the memo. I'm sorry about that. I would definitely dressed
Well, I'm not wearing a suit
appropriately.
either. It's okay. As long as you have a shirt on, that's fine. I'm going to bring up my notes here, too. I'm going to start with a couple easy things then because I feel like that will just get the ball rolling. Have you been watching wrestling lately?
I've seen some bits and pieces. I did see Survivor Series.
What did you think of Survivor Series? What was your favorite match? You like Brock and Ray?
Brock and Ray was good. Honestly, I enjoyed the Divas match. The
The
Divas
Divas,
match
they're
and
women. They're women superstars. You can't
yes,
say
the
Divas
women's.
anymore. That's discriminatory.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
But
they didn't. Trust me.
Shayna Baszler, I think they got something there with her. The other match is definitely the United States Championship. The United States Championship. The Roderick Strong and who was the other guy? I'm sorry,
Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
Ah, you remember the
Yeah,
two white guys, huh?
I remember it's two white guys, of course. Yeah, I like that match too. But I think Seth Rollins is. I just can't. He's not doing it for me
He's
anymore.
a dork.
He is. He is. He needs to go
He's a
back to
dork.
being the. He needs to go back to being the villain again.
Oh, so you didn't watch Raw in the last like 2 weeks then, huh?
No, I really haven't.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Unfortunately, oh no, he's going back to being a heel.
Well, he's on the way. He's like, oh, I'm doing this with the best intentions, and then he's telling everybody they suck, and he's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. So he's doing a lot better. But yeah, he's a big dork.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I did
So
see CM Punk returned to. I guess it was WWE television or whatever.
he's an employee of Fox technically. So
Oh,
yeah, he cut a promo on Tom Arnold. Did you see that?
I did not. I will have to look at
Yeah,
that.
you need to watch backstage. So if CM Punk comes back to the ring, who's he gonna fight? These are just quick like flash questions.
I hope it's AJ Styles.
AJ,
That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see CM Punk versus AJ Styles.
who's gonna beat Brock for the title next?
Is he?
No, who's gonna beat Brock for the title?
Oh, who's
Who
going
do
to
you
beat
think's
Brock
next
for?
in line?
Well, like we all know who my favorite superstar of all time is, and I really would
Roman
love to see
Reigns.
Goldberg back in the ring. Oh, get out of here, Roman Reigns. No, 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 no. It's all. Well, my number one guy is always AJ Styles, but Goldberg throughout the time has been my other go-to guy. So I mean, I'd like to see him come back, redeem himself for the catastrophe he had with the Undertaker,
That was
and
catastrophic.
it was horrible. I couldn't watch any more of that. As soon as I saw Goldberg ruin the sledgehammer, I mean the jackhammer. I'm sorry, not the sledgehammer. It's actually a sledgehammer, but he calls it a jackhammer. When I saw him ruin that and almost kill the Undertaker, yeah, I couldn't watch it anymore. That was bad.
They almost killed each other.
Oh yeah, I saw Undertaker botch the tombstone too. Yeah, it was. Oh my god,
Is
it
that
was
true? Is it
horrible.
called the sledgehammer, or are you just making things up?
No, it's called the sledgehammer. It's not the jackhammer. Goldberg started calling it the jackhammer when he started using it.
People,
You got
leave it in the
play your
comments.
WWE games, Nick. Play your WWE in the games. You'll see it. It's called the sledgehammer.
We'll read it in the comments. That's fine. With there'll be about seven or eight people who are digging this until we blow up.
Oh,
Hopefully, we'll be on ESPN. If you wore a suit, we probably would have been better. But you're trying to
yeah.
sabotage ourselves.
Uh, like, next
So
time
John
I'll wear
Cena is number 3 for you. I thought he was number 1.
John Cena is number 3.
Wow, he's falling off.
He is. I don't. Last time I saw John Cena, he did a really horrible finisher. Like I didn't understand what kind of
Oh,
finisher that
his
is.
death punch or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like William Regal's move, but without the brass knucks. I
just a
think the
punch.
move would be better with brass knucks or some kind of weapon at the end of on that fist.
You're an old school wrestling fan if you're saying knucks. You sound like Jim Ross. The brass knucks.
A lot
So,
of slobber knockers in my days, Nick.
been taken to the woodshed once or twice.
Yes.
Is John Cena coming back in the next year? He's starting to film a new movie.
Yeah, he's in the Fast and the Furious now, so I'm gonna say no.
No? Okay.
No.
That's your quick
So,
answer.
he'll make appearances. Like he'll show up at WrestleMania and obviously say WrestleMania isn't. You wouldn't be WrestleMania without John Cena, and then he'll say a couple things and then he'll just leave.
How he
He's
loves the
not a
fans.
wrestler anymore.
He's not the best?
He's not the entertainer wise. He might be top 3 in my eyes. Number 1 of all time will always be Stone Cold. And 2 would be Shawn Michaels.
I can't really complain about your top 2. I really can't. I was looking for a reason to, and I can't. Number 3, man. Word life John Cena, yeah. If it's word life John Cena, I'm taking that all day.
Oh yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good. A lot of traveling.
Came back to
How was
Illinois, or
yours?
you stayed up there?
I stayed in Illinois. Stayed with the family.
Back home
Got the,
in the Heights?
yeah. See, I can't necessarily call it home anymore because I haven't lived there in a year. You know, and I'm gonna be here in good old South Bend for a while. I have a good job here and a good life going on here.
Well, yeah, now
But
you're with child, so I mean, you have to
I'm a dad now.
take care of home, man. Yeah, you're a papa.
Who would have thought that I'd be a father, huh?
Who? Hey, who would have thought? Who would have thought, man? But hey, I'm sure you're killing it. So,
I'm doing okay.
I'm sure you and your lovely lady are just enjoying the fruits of your loins.
Fruits of my loins.
Yeah, Google it. That's a thing. Just like the sledgehammer.
I'll look at it. I'll definitely Google that. Absolutely.
So, you do any cooking for it, or did you just show up and eat? Or did you stone cold it, arrive, raise hell, and leave?
Come on, Nick. You know me. I arrive, I eat, I sleep, and then the next day I'm not going to repeat. I'm just going to go to sleep even more.
Boys will be boys, right?
Absolutely. I wanted to get a football game going, but I keep forgetting that we're at that age where we can't do that anymore.
I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people on Twitter, it was trending, hashtag where's the turkey bowl. A lot of people, that we know from Marion, they're wondering why and when. No, not when will the next turkey bowl be, and why did you cancel this year's turkey bowl at your own field? This is your chance to talk to the nation.
I had to cancel it. There wasn't enough people to play. For one, I had to take partial blame there because it was kind of a last second planning on my part. The other thing is that I'm not healthy this year. I can't. I got a bad shoulder. My knees are hurting. I can't do anything about that. Plus, our superstar wasn't in town. He was in Florida. You know, Rico. That's the superstar. That's the heart and soul of the Turkey Bowl right there.
Well, all right. Well, let me tackle. There's a lot to unpack there. Let me first ask, what is going on with the injuries? Do you have like a tendonitis, mild inflammation? Do you have a full-blown separated shoulder? Because you're holding the phone with your, right now, so you seem okay with that. Is it your throwing motion? What position did you play?
I played. Let's see here. I played quarterback and I played kicker in high school. That was my highlights right there.
You got any killer stats? Any touchdown to interception ratio? What's your kill death ratio?
My kill death ratio is not good. I haven't turned over the ball. I guess that's a good thing going for me.
So some would consider you a Chad Pennington type, a game manager.
I like to say back
Not
in high
deep with
school,
the not with the accurate deep ball, but if you 8 to 12 yards, it's there, right in the chest, right in the breadbasket,
oh yeah.
and low
But
interceptions.
I want to say the only times they used me was for like a running play. So I was basically like what Taysom Hill does right now for the Saints. I could throw the ball if I needed to. Rarely got that opportunity because in high school you really don't get to throw the ball.
Yeah.
But when they needed me to run, I ran.
See,
I
I think you
wasn't
should have
fast, but hey, I got results.
like the bulldozer, man. That's great. That's like what's his name? Bill Dauterive in King of the Hill. But I'm surprised you should have went into business for yourself, man, and just audibled out of that shit. Told him go deep.
Yeah, see now, if my father wasn't the head coach, I probably could have got away
Oh,
with that.
yeah,
But if I
yeah,
would have done that, then we turn over the ball. That's a long ride home, Nick. I don't
yeah.
want to deal with.
And the next day, I'm sure. And then you
And
got
the
to go to
next,
practice. And then the rest of the team's probably running because of you.
that's happened. That happened twice
Because of you?
because of me.
What did you do?
Let's just say I lost my temper in the locker room once, and it was because of my dad. And I went up to my dad and I pushed him, and he
What?
tumbled over the bench into the locker. The whole entire locker room got
What?
so quiet, and my dad got up, and I just was like, oh, I probably should not have done that. And my dad just gave me that smile. We got out to practice. Practice was going great and everything, and then we had to run. We had to run the trail. We had to run a mile. I was like, oh,
Oh my
okay. And
gosh.
that was
Yeah,
because of.
I would have
I know
realized
that
I
was.
messed up too. Can
Yeah,
we
no,
count on the Turkey Bowl for next year?
no promises right now. I'll try my best. With marrying Catholic right now, ever since my father passed away, it's been all politics. It's very tough
Oh,
to
it's all
get.
about who you're rubbing elbows with. You got to grease some palms and something like that.
Yeah, you'd think the last name Mattio could get you something there, but
It's on the I haven't been there lately, but I think it's on the scoreboard, is it not?
pretty sure it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I proposed to
Basically.
my fiance in front of that scoreboard. I mean, I can always look at this picture here in front of me and see if that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does have the name. Yeah, it does have the name on it. It says Dave Matteo Field. They
That's
need to
beautiful.
build a statue of that man. They need to.
That I'm for it. If you want to start a GoFundMe for that, I'm totally for it. Like consider me
Absolutely.
down right now. $5. Start it. You got it. If you see $5 in there, that's from me. It's from Nicholas DiBiase.
Oh, there you go. Let's get it going.
So I'll put you down for a maybe for the Turkey Bowl next year.
Oh yeah, maybe.
All right. Well,
Might have to start passing it down, passing the torch to the new generation.
how many years
But
did that
don't.
go on for, the Turkey Bowl?
Oh, man, let's see here. When did we graduate?
Oh, okay, so
Oh,
that long?
yeah, since 2007. Man,
Okay.
that's.
Cool, because I just wanted to tell you that today, if it was 2007, that this is my 13th consecutive year not being invited by you, Mattio.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Can't believe you.
That's not Rico. Tell Rico needs to
Don't
do
you put
that.
that evil on him. Mm-mm. You have my information, and I yours. I would have invited you to my turkey bowl, my poultry bowl. You can have the turkey bowl.
Are there turkey balls in Hammond?
Uh, no, it's ripe for the picking.
It's right for the picking, huh?
There's only gang activity in Hammond. There's no turkey
Oh,
bowls.
well, that means there should be enough guys to play a turkey bowl then.
Yeah. All right. Facts. All right. Well, I guess you're warmed up. So, do you want to go into the NFL here?
Absolutely, let's do this.
Okay. I'm gonna start you with the toughest one, man. I want you to explain yourself. Is Tom Brady falling off, or is Mitch Trubisky becoming the next Tom Brady? Because let me just give you this. Tom Brady has one more passing touchdown than Mitch Trubisky, and then every other statistic, Mitch Trubisky is better than Tom Brady since week 4. Rating, completion percentage, yards per attempt, and Brady has one more interception.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I couldn't believe it when I heard it over the radio, and then you mentioned it to me, and I looked at the stats, and I was like, wow, maybe people should either Tom Brady is falling off, or maybe Trubisky is starting to make those steps. I mean, the kid's young. He's very young. Maybe everybody needs to be a little bit more patient, but I understand Chicago fans. This team is built to win now. That defense is not getting any younger. It's time to your window is open now. So I can understand the frustration with the way Trubisky has played, but it's not all on Trubisky. There's other factors in that too. The offensive
They do have a lot
line,
of drop passes.
there has been a lot of drop passes. Yes, there has. Except with Allen Robinson. Robinson has been catching everything. I should have drafted him in fantasy. I knew I should have. But I took the Bears defense instead. So there you go.
What's wrong with their offensive line then? Is it just patched together?
Experience. I honestly, I don't think Kyle Long has anything left in him. I never thought Bobby Massey was good. Charles Leno Jr. is okay at best. Their best offensive lineman is Whitehair. I haven't seen enough out of Daniel. I don't know what I need to see another year of Daniel. But I'm so happy that they switched them back. I'm happy that Whitehair went back to center and Daniel went to guard. That's what I was preaching. That's what I wanted to see. So I was very pleased to see that. But as for the other guys, Coward, I don't.
Cohen?
These are guys that you never really heard of.
His name is Coward? Okay, yeah, I never heard of him. If he's a lineman, yeah, never in my life.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so yeah, that's leaves something to be desired.
There's another guy they brought up from the practice squad, and they said they have high hopes for this guy, and I'm looking at it like, well, why'd you have him on the practice squad if you have such high hopes for him? But we'll see how it plays out these last few weeks.
So,
but
what do you think
for
about
the numbers with Brady and
Mitch or Brady? Is Brady going down or is Mitch going up?
I think it's Trubisky has the lead right now over Brady. Basically, in my mind, the Bears have better weapons than the Patriots right now. I don't think the Patriots have guys that can get open. Edelman's not one of those burner guys, so he can't really do too much. But the Bears, they have guys that are able to get separation. I think Javon Wims is really starting to come along as a good number 2, number 3 receiver there.
Little speedster.
I don't think he's necessarily a speedster. He's a big guy, but yeah, he has a little speed to him too. But he's really a good route runner too. That's the thing with the Patriots right now. They got a lot of young guys. Nobody's heard of Jacoby Meyer. You got Mohamed Sanu, who's not a young.
He's very old, and I'm boycotting Myers with you still.
You're boycotting? Yeah, I agree with that. And then you've got N'Keal Harry. You don't know what you have with him yet. He just started playing.
I was very excited about him, though. I thought at the beginning of the year he was going to have a good year, and then he got hurt.
Well, they said he was going to be in the role of what Gronkowski used to do. A big guy that Brady can just throw the ball up and the guy can go up and get it. But Brady and Harry, they haven't really meshed. They haven't played enough with each other, alongside each other. So it's going to take time, but Brady doesn't have time. Obviously, Father Time's finally coming down on Brady.
So you're saying, I think it's because you're a Patriots fan overall first and a Tom Brady lover, like most of America. But so it's hard for you to say Brady's going down. That's why you're saying Mitch is going up.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, what I've seen so far since week 4, I believe Trubisky is starting to take those steps.
So do you have a certain number of keys to a Bears victory to continue the push to the playoffs?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? They're going up against the Dallas Cowboys, the Jekyll and Hyde of the NFL in my eyes. They're good. They're good the first few weeks. Everybody's talking about how they're going to be in the Super Bowl and everything. I saw through that, Nick. I don't believe in the Cowboys, and I'll never believe in the Cowboys. They're just I believe they're too inconsistent.
Well, 6-6 shows that, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, right? But you can't. You have the same thing with the Bears, but also the Bears have had injuries beyond injuries, and they're not any injuries. They're injuries to key players. The Cowboys overall, they haven't been that injury riddled. Maybe with the offensive line, yes, but other than that, I mean, Lawrence has been healthy, right? Byron Jones has been healthy. Ezekiel Elliott's been healthy. Dak's healthy. I mean, Cooper's been healthy. Why are they 6-6?
That's the great question because they're quietly 8th in rushing and 1st in passing.
Jason Garrett. They're horrible.
There's your answer.
They're horrible in the red zone. They're 26th overall in the red zone.
They need to execute.
They do. They need to feed the ball. Feed the ball to Zeke. That's what they need to do. Which brings me to my first key of a Bears victory.
This is where the explosions go off. Boom, 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 boom. Say it again.
Stop Zeke Elliott. Stop him. If you can't stop him, at least contain him. Don't let him beat you. Don't let him change this game. Don't let him control this game.
Well, they do have Bears have a top 6 defense, rushing defense, so that should be easier said than done, I suppose.
They also have some injuries, with Trevathan, which, by the way, I think Kwiatkowski's been awesome, and people should really give him more credit than they are. He's not just some backup. Kwiatkowski probably could start on any team in the NFL. He's a really good inside linebacker.
Let me cut you off before that. So Nick Kwiatkowski, I would say the proof is in the pudding.
I don't think you could say it any better than that, Nick. That's perfect. Yes.
That's a new T-shirt coming up next.
You know what? Sign me up for one. I'll take one for sure.
What's your next key?
My next key is don't turn over the ball. Don't force into double coverage. Don't make the big mistake to keep the Cowboys in the game.
Well, how is that going to work when the Cowboys have a top 7 pass defense? The Bears are not able to rush very well right now, and Mitch Trubisky, when forced to play quarterback, is not very good at it.
But here's the other thing that I've noticed: the Cowboys don't really get the ball. They don't really force offenses to turn over the ball.
They do not.
I think they've had turnover in 4 games.
Yeah, I don't know the number, but they don't have a lot of turnovers this year.
No. So the Bears don't turn over the ball. If your defense can't force a turnover, it's very tough for you to win a game. It's very tough. And that's one thing that the Bears are really good at, getting turnovers. Now, nobody expected
not so much this year. They have about 9 turnovers this year.
Nobody expected them to do what they did last year. Not back-to-back seasons. That wasn't going to happen.
I didn't.
But they're capable of doing that. It's going to be very tough for them this week without Prince Amukamara, who has had a pretty darn good season this year, except for a few times where he's fallen. He fell for some double moves, against the Lions. I mean, come on now. He fell for
Yeah.
stop and go. That's pretty basic. You're not supposed to fall for that.
No, I don't even fall for that in Madden.
No, you know what? Speaking of Madden, I just got done playing Madden.
How are your Patriots doing?
I won with the Redskins. Not with Haskins, though. I played with Alex Smith.
Oh, well, he's dead, so that doesn't count.
Oh, well.
I'm just kidding. Good for you, dude. You did real good. I know I'm keeping you longer than I said I would, so let me just hit you with a couple little quick ones here, and then I'll get your parlay. So Nick Williams has 6 sacks this year. I never heard of him until this year, and he's in like his 3rd year, 4th year. Is he benefiting from Khalil Mack's constant double teaming?
You know what? If any Bear player is getting any sacks on that defense, they are benefiting from Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's being double teamed, triple teamed every play, every game. Akeem Hicks had a comment on the radio the other day saying that if Khalil Mack's not getting to the quarterback, if he's not getting pressure on the quarterback or at least hitting, touching that quarterback, there's holding on that play. He's just that good. And I've listened to some of the radio stations, people saying Khalil Mack needs to step it up. Khalil Mack needs to step it up. Khalil Mack is human. He can't go up against 3 guys. That's where the other guys have to come in. Nick Williams has been one of those other guys that stepped up. The guy that should be stepping up is Leonard Floyd. Now, do we count him as a bust? I wouldn't say he's a bust.
I think we're getting into bust territory here. It's been, what is it, 3 years, 3.5 years?
3.5 years. He's also been, hurt, and it's just I can't necessarily call people a bust when they're hurt as much as, it's
Well, I
Kevin
think a bust
White.
would be considered performing. Yeah, I would say he was a bust. He was performing under expectations by not being on the field.
That's true. Yeah, you make a good point there.
Yeah. So let me give you a couple quick yes or no's here for the Bears, and then we'll get to your picks of the week. And just a couple. I got 3 here. Just a yes or no, maybe a quick answer if you want. Anthony Miller, a bust?
No.
Okay. Tariq Cohen, a flash in the pan, or will he return to greatness next year?
He'll return.
Okay. Mitch Trubisky will be the Bears starting quarterback, not next season, but in 2021.
Ooh. Man, that's I don't know if I could see that far into the future, Nick. That's
None
tough.
of us can. That's why it's called a hot take.
Yeah. Oh man.
Let's go with your gut, man. Gun to your head. What do you say?
Knowing how the McCaskies are and how the Bears are about, and how Pace is, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say Trubisky will be a quarterback in 2021.
Okay, so and pairing up what you just said, you're saying Trubisky will be the quarterback in 2021, Ryan Pace will still be there, and Virginia McCaskey will still be with us on God's green earth.
Okay, I agree with the first two. I hope the third one comes true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And now this is the money segment here. I'll have fireworks going off and all this in the background, a big graphic. This is Jeremy Moose Mattio's top 3 Godfathers of the Gridiron against the spread this week.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well,
what do you got?
The first game I'm going to go with is the Titans against the Raiders. The Titans are getting -2.5. I think they're going to cover that for sure. And I think they're going to win the game.
Outright?
But I'm also going to make a bold prediction right here, Nick. I'm going to say that Dennis Kelly catches another touchdown this week.
So you would take that prop bet if you could?
I would.
Do you have odds? Oh man, you caught me unprepared. I don't have prop bet stats right now, but I'm sure they're fantastic. So I put $5 on that then. If you're telling me that, I'll take it.
I have an inside source that has
Oh,
told me that
if you've got sources, I'm with it,
I
man.
do.
And you know what? If you can get 2.5 on the Titans against the Raiders, then you should get that because I'm getting 3 on Bovada right now. So you might have to buy a half a point.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll do that. That works. My second game is the game of the week. I know. This is honestly, I believe this will be the NFC Championship game. The 49ers against the Saints. All right, the Saints are getting -3. I'm sorry, not -3, -3. I think they're not going to cover that, but I'm picking them to win this game.
Okay. Outright money line. So if you're confident in those two teams to win the game, so people might just want to bet them on the money line then for better results.
Yeah, well, that would work too.
Okay.
I'm not. This is my first time doing all this betting stuff, but I'm liking it.
Oh yeah. Oh, once you get a taste, dude, it's like heroin. You get a little taste, and you're just like, give me another parlay. And you win one parlay, and then that's it. Don't worry, man. I got you. You just quick pay me, and I'll give you quick pay me, and I'll make the bets for you. I got you, buddy.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, dude. So you got the Titans winning outright. You've got the and also against the spread, and then you've got the the Saints. And who is your third to complete the parlay?
Well, I got the Cowboys at the Bears. Cowboys again -3. I don't think they're going to cover it. I don't think they're going to. They haven't really covered the spread at all this season. It's been very tough to work with them. But I'm picking the Bears to win this game, Nick. I'm picking the Bears to win at home. I don't think the Cowboys are going to play very well. Everybody remembers the game last year when the Rams came to Chicago and the Bears beat them. Offense didn't do anything, but they still won. I think the same thing's going to happen. I think Khalil Mack is going to come out and he's going to have a game against the Cowboys. So I'm picking the Bears outright to beat the Cowboys.
So let me hear it. Repeat it one more time. Just repeat the 3 teams. Jeremy Moose Mattio's top 3 Godfathers of the Gridiron for Week 14.
The Tennessee Titans over the Oakland Raiders. The Saints over the 49ers. And I'm picking the Bears over the Cowboys.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Dude, thanks for doing this. I know it took a couple weeks, but this you know what? This actually was pretty fun, and it took longer than I expected because we were having a good time.
Yeah, we were definitely having a good time. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I wish we didn't start in Week 14, but I guess there's the playoffs, and then there's soccer. So I can't wait to get your thoughts on the Premier League and betting on the Premier League.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. You got anything else to plug? You got anything going on you want to talk about or anything like that? Anything coming up in your life or?
No, nothing really. Oh, you know what? Hey, our fantasy football playoffs are starting soon, aren't they?
I don't know. I did horse shit this year. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it? Okay.
No, I'm not doing very well.
I've had a bad season too.
Yeah.
I'm still first in my division, but I've had a bad season.
Yeah, something's going on. I have Allen Robinson, so you're not missing out much. He didn't do much for me. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll send you a link for this. It'll be on SoundCloud. Well, I'll get the audio version. It'll be on SoundCloud. It'll be on iTunes. The video will be on YouTube. And maybe I'll get you on this weekend and we can cover what happened in the Bears game if they followed your keys to victory, and if your bets panned out.
Oh yeah, no, I believe they will, Nick. I'm very confident in those picks.
All right. Well, fuck. This was great, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there just so you know. So I'll stop
Okay,
it
dude.
right there. So now we're done. But I didn't want to say anything while we were recording. But the -3, that's the opposite. So -3 means they have to win by 4.
Oh,
So
okay.
your bets were still solid. If that's why I try to turn you into saying you would win outright. Like they're going to win outright. So like
What
minus,
I'm thinking about
like
with those things.
the minus means whatever they bet or whatever they score, you take that amount of points away from them, and would they still
Oh,
win?
it would be +3 if I was saying they were going to score 3
Yeah. So
touchdowns.
the Bears are 3-point underdogs. So the Bears would if they did the money line for you, the Bears would have to win, or if they did the spread for you, the Bears would have to win by or the Bears could lose by 2 and still win the bet.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and
All right,
typically
well,
home teams get 3 points, but they're bad. So, all right,
All
man.
right.
Hey,
I like
yo,
to win outright better than doing all the numbers.
right on.
I
All
try
right,
to
man.
get fancy with the numbers. So,
It's good doing this.
yeah, dude. Looking forward to the next one.
Right on, man. Take care.
All right, dude. All right, bye.